So I come from a rough background. My parents were both drug addicts and alcoholics. Tough to talk about. Life was a little rough. I believed in one thing growing up, you guys, and that was that I was doomed to fail. I was destined to walk this path that had been laid out before me. Come from a long line of destructive behavior. My parents were this way, but so were their parents on both sides. A lot of my family members, aunts and uncles, they were living this lifestyle, and I felt like that meant that I had to too, right? So there was one thing that I believed in growing up, and that was that I was going to turn out just that way. And I started doing that. I started making a lot of bad decisions. So I started drinking at 12, and I started smoking at 14. I was smoking a pack a day at 14 years old. At 18 years old, I found myself married to a guy I didn't like. He was very much like my father. And I was pregnant with my first son. That was amazing when I had my son. He made me a mama, and I love him dearly, but it wasn't until I was 20 years old, and I had my daughter, I looked in her eyes and I saw me. I saw a scared little girl who was fearful and felt very alone a lot. And I thought, gosh, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be something different. Somebody has to break the cycle, right? It's like Sonia mentioned Switch on Your Brain, that book by Carolyn Leaf, and I read that. I didn't realize back then that you could switch on your brain, but I felt like I had that moment. Something just clicked. And I decided that I was going to be the one to break the cycle. I was going to be the one to change everything. And it was scary, right? Everything that's worth fighting for is a little scary, right? So I made some hard choices. I got a divorce. I did some things. Changed my life. 30 years old, 10 years later, I was married to my best friend. We have an amazing relationship. But we had 6 kids, and life was great, really. I mean, I was living the dream. I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband had a great career. Things were good. I broke the cycle. That was good, right? I feel like I woke up one day and I realized that I poured so much into them, so much into my relationship with my kids. Forgot about somebody. You mamas probably know something about that, right? I forgot about me. I woke up and I was overweight, I was overwhelmed, I was stressed, I was tired, I was sick. I was taking about $600 worth of prescription medications. I was taking medications that were treating side effects of other medications. I mean, it was crazy, right? I was in a bad place. But the thing that I hated most about where I was then was that I wasn't the mom that I wanted to be, right? I lacked the energy to play with my kids, for one. I was so stressed out and overwhelmed that I was snapping at him all day. And I remember going to bed at night feeling so guilty about how the day went and how I behaved as a mom. Wasn't what I wanted. So I remember going to bed and I would cry sometimes, just feeling so bad, right? Another part of where I was that I hated was that I was overweight and I hated my body. And that was hard. I was stuffing myself in a size 9, you guys, but I easily should have went up multiple sizes. But I was too depressed to go to the store and go shopping, right? I'm 5'1" on a good day. You guys, some women can hold their weight well. I held it in all the wrong places, if you know what I'm saying. So that's where I was. I was kind of in a bad place for me, but I had created a great life. I wasn't enjoying it though. There's a difference, right? So I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and I seen a post of a gal. I didn't know her well, but I seen a post, and all I knew about her was that she had just had her 5th baby the same time I had my 6th baby. I was about 4 months postpartum then, but her post was her standing in her bathroom, holding her pink drink, and she was talking about how she had so much energy to clean her bathroom. You guys, I was sitting on the couch. I had a heaping pile of laundry. It was all I could do to just sit there and watch Wendy Williams thinking about folding this laundry. I needed that, right? So I took one look at her and I thought, why not me? Why her and why not me? I could have that, right? So I took money from our super tight grocery budget and I told my husband, just trust me, this is going to be great. And I joined Plexus. So I started using my products. I have to share with you guys, though, that I almost quit at 3 weeks. I almost quit. I got on the scale, and I looked down, and I had not lost a single ounce. And I thought, I looked at my husband, I said, somebody needs to give me the customer service number because I think I got a bad batch or something. This don't work. And I'm so grateful, though, you guys, that he stood in that bathroom with me, and he said, no, Cody, he said, you're going to do this. He's probably thinking, you done took my grocery money now. Right? But he said, no, you're going to do it. You said you're going to do this. Think about this. Think about the fact that you're falling asleep without your sleeping pills, right? You're not hitting the soda like you were. You're not picking your nails all day. You're not snapping at the kids all day. You guys, I was having some huge non-scale victories, but I was so focused on the numbers on the scale, totally oblivious. So be that for your team members, you guys. Be your person's person that he was for me, because I almost quit. Could you imagine? So I'm so glad I listened to him, you guys. I think this is the first time I ever listened to my husband in 11 years. I did. And I'm so grateful that I did, because at 3 months, you guys, I was down 24 pounds. I was the mom I wanted to be. I was the Cody I wanted to be. I had more energy. I felt good. I had kicked $600 worth of prescription medication. I was no longer running to the toilet. Does anybody know anything about those kind of tummy issues? I was that girl that needed to know where the toilet was everywhere I went out in public, or I wouldn't go. I kicked all that stuff, and I was feeling good. Okay, so I'm going to circle back a little bit, though. That was at 3 months. 1 month in, so just a week after my husband was pointing out those non-skill victories that I was having, I was on YouTube looking at Sonia Dudley, trying to figure out what the world multi-level marketing was. I had no idea, you guys. I had no idea what multi-level marketing was. So I scrolled across a video of Sonia Dudley, and she's looking at the camera, and so stern, like she's looking right at me, and she says, I used to care what people thought about me until I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. Oh my gosh. You guys, my life was coming together. I had made a huge decision in my 20s to change the course of my entire family name, right? To be that one person to break the cycle. Then at 30, I decided that I was going to get my health together. I was going to get my body together. I was going to do it. I had a lot of things going for me then. I married my best friend. I had a beautiful family, all these things, but we were broke. So I decided to go all in the business, because I look at Sonia Dudley, the fabulous, and all her fabulousness, and I thought, why not me? Why Sonia Dudley and why not Cody Hellman, right? That's right? And so I decided that I'm going to go all in this business. And 13 months later, I hit Emerald in the company. Woo! Yeah, right? It's amazing. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. So 14 months from the time I got my products and 13 months from the time I watched the Sonia Dudley video. But you guys, do you see a pattern here? Every time that I had this pivotal moment in my life, I changed my why me, that victim mindset, right? And I turned it into why not me? Why not? Guys, I found that there's going to be a lot of people that make it to the top of this company, right? There's room at the top for all of us, everybody in here. Why not you? Why not? You got to do it, and you got to believe that you can. Okay, that's a huge part of it, is believing that you could. I believed that I could. You know, I remember calling my my sponsor, and I said, I don't know what we're doing. I just watched Sonia Dudley's video. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it, right? And we did it. We did it. You guys can do it too. So belief is huge, and it's powerful, you guys. There is great power in deciding that you're going to do something. And I don't mean I think I can. I don't mean I'm going to give this a try. I mean I'm doing this, you know. And when you make that decision, you guys, something magical happens, okay? That's what it means to be all in. If you guys have heard that term, right? I'm going to be all in. That's what that means. The no's aren't going to bother you anymore, right? None of that's going to bother you anymore. There are going to be people who don't clap for you when you win. I mean, that you're just going to have to just take that in. That's going to happen. Some of you might have a spouse, right, that's not supportive. That's okay. I mean, it stinks. but that's okay. I was fortunate to have my husband who was supportive of me from the very beginning, but I know a lot of people have that. But here's the thing about going all in and deciding you're gonna do it, right? That you can have that meeting with the people that you love and care about and say, hey, I love you, and I would love if we could do this together, but if you can't support me in that, that's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. That's what it means to go all in. Great power in that, you guys. You take your why me, and you turn it into why not me. And then when you get that confidence and you make that decision, that why me turns into try me. Right? I need that on a shirt. Somebody needs to print that. So I built my business 100% on Facebook, you guys. And when I say 100%, I mean this is only the second event I've ever done. Jennifer Leith doesn't know that. I think I just heard her say you're fired. Here's why, okay? And I don't recommend, I don't know a lot of jewels who don't do events and sippencies and those types of things. But I walked a rough path for a while, right? I had a lot of really negative people in my circle. I started with 160 Facebook friends, and some of you guys are like, what the world? Because y'all have more than that, right? 160 Facebook friends is not a lot. But I'm going to tell you that I believe so strongly in what I was doing that I deleted 13 of them the day I watched Sonia Dudley's video because I knew they were going to be negative. You can't do this with that kind of people bringing you down, and we all got it, right? So I had to let some people go, and it was tough. And this might sound a little crazy, but I private messaged them, and I just said, hey, I'm doing something big. I'm doing something awesome. You've never really supported anything that I've done. You've been a little negative on my page. So for that reason, I'm going to have to delete you today, and I blocked them before they could say anything. I know, that's a little hardcore, right? But I had to. Okay, so how does somebody go from 160 Facebook friends, less because I blocked some of them, 160 Facebook friends to almost 5,000 Facebook friends, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you how. I want you to write this down because this is number one. Everybody grab your pencil. This is number one thing. I want you to make your default picture a picture of you, okay? This is attraction marketing, you guys. People are going to come to your Facebook page not because of Plexus, but let me tell you, I love the Plexus just as much as you do. But they're not coming to your Facebook because of Plexus. They're coming to Facebook because of you, okay? And you might think it's silly, but people care about what you're doing, what you're saying, and what you're eating, and where you're going, and all of those things, right? They care about you. Plexus is just a part of you. It's a small part of you. It's an amazing part of you, but it's a small part of you. So the first step in attraction marketing is figuring out who you are. This was hard for me, okay? Because I spent a lot of that you're figuring out who you are really in your 20s and into your, for your whole life, right, I guess. But I spent that time getting my life together and pouring into my husband and my relationship and having my babies and those types of things. When I thought about, okay, who am I? People are going to come to my Facebook page and they're going to make a determination about who I am. And they're going to do the same for you. So they're not going to have an idea of who you are if they go to your Facebook page and they see cute cat videos. I mean, they're cute, but we don't need to share. Okay, so I had to figure out who I was. Okay, this was hard for me. It took a while, and that's okay, you guys. Some of you guys are going to be able to pick your 4 or 5 things right off the get-go, and some of you guys are going to be like me, and it's going to take a while, and it's going to take some wine, and it's going to take a bath, and it's going to take a notebook, and whatever. So I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think of 4 or 5 things that represents you. So that when people come to your Facebook page, and I have to tell you that if someone friends requests me, I can go to their Facebook page and I can tell you right off the bat if I'm going to be your friend or if you're not somebody I want to hang out with, right? You can tell so much about a person's Facebook page. So I want you to pick your 4 or 5 things that's going to be the umbrella of your brand, okay? When people come to my Facebook page, what are they going to see? Well, they're going to see positivity, right? I post a positive quote a day. Some I make up, some I don't, some I get from a song I like. I mean, whatever. It's something positive that somebody can take away from my page every day. I like to live a healthy lifestyle, so you're going to see things about healthy living. I wasn't always that way, you guys. I was the person who thought diet soda was good for you, right? I did that for a long time. But now you're going to see something about how avocados can change your life or something, whatever. You're going to see something cool like that. So you're going to get some cool, healthy lifestyle info on my page. You're going to see that I'm a Christian. You're going to see that I love Jesus. I won't apologize for that. I post about Jesus all the time. You're going to see that I'm a mom. And you're going to see that I'm kind of funny. And I like to make a funny about being a mom sometimes, okay? So that's the umbrella of my brand, okay? So I want you to think of what your brand is. Who are you? Write 4 or 5 things. You're going to post about those things regularly, okay? If Pepsi started posting about pickles, you're going to be confused, right? Right, yeah. So think about your brand and kind of stick with it. Stick with it. People are going to get a good sense of who you are, okay? They're going to want to keep coming back for more info. So let's talk about the flowers and the weeds. I love this, you guys. The whole weeds and flowers thing is amazing. So I want you to think about, am I attracting flowers? We're talking about attraction marketing now. Or am I attracting weeds in my business? So an example, controversial topics. It's hard to not get involved, especially with the politics and all the presidential race that just happened. Oh, that's hard. But I'm going to tell you that controversial topics are controversial for a reason. They're usually black and white. There's really no gray area sometimes. So if you pick a side, you guys, you're cutting your potential reach in half. Okay? Sometimes some things are better left unsaid. Okay? But going a little bit further, are you attracting weeds or are you attracting flowers in your business if you're posting controversial topics? You're going to be attracting people who love an argument. That's weeds in your business and in your life, right? What about, I'm going to be real with you ladies for just a minute. I'm going to talk about selfies. What if you're posting selfies with your cleavage out, ladies? What are you attracting in your business? Creepers. Bringing creepers to your page. I have some girls on my team that'll say, I know these people are creepy. I say, well, honey, you need to talk about your Facebook page. You need to talk about your branding a little bit, right? What about rants? Facebook's not your diary, you guys. It really ain't. And we all have bad days. We have that time we go to the store and we're trying to walk out the door and somebody shuts the door on us. They don't hold it. You can't even hold the door open for me for just a second, right? What kind of people are you attracting to your Facebook page? People who like that drama. Drama. Feed the drama llama. Have you ever heard that? Don't feed the drama llama. So those are the types of things I'm talking about, you guys. Are you attracting weeds in your business or attracting flowers? So let's just flip that a little bit and talk a little bit about the flowers. You want to be attracting good people, positive people, right? Health-conscious people, right? I want you to think about photos that you're posting on Facebook. Are you attracting weeds or flowers in your business if you are posting a picture of your pink drink in all its glory, but in the background there's a pile of dishes, there's Mountain Dew bottles, right? You've seen them. You're laughing because you've seen them, right? So are you attracting weeds or flowers in your business? You're probably going to attract people who aren't holding themselves to a higher standard, okay? So when you come to my Facebook page, you're going to see, I have been, listen you guys, I used to have, I don't know if I can say it, I used to have an issue where I would freak out if things were not a certain kind of way. That's kind of changed since I've been working my Plexus business, right? We're busy, especially if you want to grow fast. But I have been known to take a cluttered counter and I will clean one spot. I will put a flower. I'll put a picture. I'll take things from other rooms and I will stage it and then I'll put my pink drink right there. Clean little spot, right? Yes, take some time. You guys, take some time. Do your thing. You're going to be attracting people who hold themselves to a higher standard if you take the time to do those things, okay? So I want you to think about everything I said, and then I want you to think about next time you post on Facebook. You should be posting every day. I want to see Alexa post every day. Yeah? And because I cannot tell you how many people have come to me and said, you know what, I've been watching you for 2 years. And I noticed that all these other people have changed companies. But you have stayed consistent. I think I want to join you. Okay? But think about your Facebook, okay? Post every day, stay consistent. But next time you go to put up a post, I want you to stop for a second. I want you to think, is this going to attract weeds? Or is this going to attract flowers in my business? Okay? That's all I got for you guys.